All right. So I was working on my goals and how to break down my goals to small pieces or small actions that I can do every day or every week. And I've been having a lot of troubles defining those specific goals. So I'm sorry, not the goals, but the specific actions, how to break down that goal. So, as I mentioned yesterday, my main goal was to make at least three times of what I'm making right now by the end of the year. But then when I wrote it down, I started to think like, okay, I need to set a specific actions that I can do every single day in order to achieve that goal. And I'm having troubles with it, to be honest with you. Um, because Well, this is also a good opportunity for you to know a little bit more about me. So, right now, I work as a video editor, as a freelancer for a company in the States, but I live here in Colombia. And I was thinking, like, well, one of the easiest ways to make more money is to have more jobs, of course. But then I also thought, maybe that's not the best way to do it because that's going to take up a lot of my time that to the point that I won't be able to do many other things that I want to do. So I was thinking, like, what is a better way to make more money that's not going to take up that much time of my life so I can also do other things. Like, I do a lot of things. I'm not only a video editor. I actually have worked on a lot of different industries. I have experience on many different fields, but I haven't been focused on one specific thing that I believe is going to be like my main profession. I just been going around doing different things and see what I like and what I don't. What I'm doing right now, I really like and I enjoy it. Uh, Although it doesn't look that I am a video editor because these videos are very simple, but that is actually the way that I thought about making these videos. Very simple, not much edit, something that won't take me that much time, but something that I can do constantly. So that's why these videos are so raw, because my main focus for the channel is to be honest, not to be a professional video editor. So with that in mind, again, I know what my main goal is, but how I'm going to get to that without having to actually use like 90% of my time. Um, how can I make more money without putting so much time into it as it is getting like a second job or something like that? And it's still hard to kind of like grasp an idea on how to do that. So I started to look around and I found this video from Ali Abdaal, which is a massive creator. And he talks about a lot about how to achieve your goals, how to manage your time better, and all of those things. And I found a video that didn't really help me out on how to break down my goal, but it did help a lot on some simple rules that I need to follow in order to increase the probability of me achieving those goals, which I want to share with you. So he talks about five principles or like five rules. The first one is write down the goals. That's, I think, is pretty simple. There's studies that show that if you write down your goals, you're more likely to achieve them. Then look at those goals every single day. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my main goal in a sticky note and put it here on my computer or like on my desk in somewhere where I can see it every single day. So I will constantly repeat myself of what my goal is, and that will kind of like set my brain to look for answers to achieve that goal. So I think that that one was actually very useful. Uh, Monitor your progress. So monitor your progress. um, is, sit and see every week or every month how's your progress of that goal that you want to achieve. But for that, of course, you still need to break down the actions that you need to do in order to achieve those goals. So that's still something that I need to work on. Then he talks about visualizing obstacles. And I think this point, it's actually super important. So he talks about that you can set all of your goals, but when you start working on them, you're going to find obstacles that is going to prevent you from going through or from following through those goals. So he talks about, think about that goal. So, for example, I want to eat healthier, but what is that? What does that mean for my life? That means that I need to prepare the meals, I need to cook, and I need to buy them, and I need to set a budget for the meals, and I need to kind of like do all of these things. And each of those steps is what is the obstacle to do each step. So in this case, I probably won't have much time to cook my meals. So if I visualize that obstacle, I can make a plan on how to overcome that obstacle. And I think that's super useful. If you think ahead of what might be an obstacle for you and think on a plan on how to overcome, that's just going to advance you super quickly because you're not going to get stuck on the obstacle. You already have a solution for that obstacle. So going back to my example, if I'm planning of cooking the meals in my home, it's like how can I make those meals much faster? So prepare or like make a meal plan to keep in the freeze all week. So when I had to cook, you just had to take it out of the freeze, warm it up. I'm sorry, and that's it. It would be ready. But for that, I need to make time to actually make that preparation. So like cut the vegetables, cut the meat into the portions, season everything. So the first thing is I need to schedule a couple hours on the week to prepare that and have it ready for the rest of the day. So if I do that and I have that ready, I don't have to think about that the rest of the week. I don't have to think like, oh, I had to make this, I had to make. No, it's already there. I just need to take it out of the freezer, cook it, or like put it on the pan or whatever, warm it up, and boom, it's done. So that one I think is very important. And then the last one that I still didn't understand, like it's not like because he doesn't explain it very well. I think he does a great job to explain it. Uh, it's just that for me, I still don't know how to apply that rule to my life. He says, tie the goals to an identity or tie them to an identity, which he means is you need to give yourself an identity. So whenever you sit down to work on those goals, you think of yourself as that you want to be. I mean, go watch his video. Again, I'm going to link it down because I think it's very useful. So you understand a little bit better. He talks and details every of the rules. But for this video, um, real quick is, for example, if my goal is to be a video editor, then I need to tie that to an identity. Say, I am a video editor, a professional video editor, or a successful video editor. So because I gave that an identity, I will be thinking all of the time, I am a video editor. So, right, I had to edit videos. Basically, it's kind of like that idea. The problem with me is that, yes, I love video editing, but I don't know if that is the thing that's going to take me to that type of life that I want to follow. And I'm probably going to continue to do this and video editor and be a video editor for quite some time. But I don't know if I should keep that as my identity because I'm not sure if that is what I really want to do for the rest of my life. And that's a hard thing to grasp. It's like, What is that thing that you want to be the rest of your life? Because that's basically finding your purpose in life. And I don't think I know that yet. I think that I'm still very far away from finding out my purpose. It gets really hard to give that identity. Now, what I'm thinking is that maybe it doesn't really have to be like a permanent thing. Like I can give that an identity now. And if along the way I change that view, then that's all right. I can change that identity. So, for example, if I want to be a YouTuber in a year from now because I see that this is doing really good, I feel comfortable and I enjoy making the videos, then I can change that from a video editor to a YouTuber. That's what I'm thinking that I can do, but I'm not sure if that's the way. Anyhow, I think that I'm going to investigate a little bit more on how to break down your goals into smaller pieces in order to make some actions so I can make a plan and a specific detailed plan on how to achieve that goal based on all of those questions that I have right now. I need to investigate a little bit more, but I wanted to kind of like tell you about these things that I'm finding out because the first thing, again, that I think you have to proceed, as I said yesterday, is that you need to set your goals. But how do you set your goals? How do you break down your goals? Like, that's the most important thing because that's what's going to basically guide you throughout the year. And if you think about it through the rest of your life. So, first step is setting up those goals. But before that, so a 0.5 step is how to set those goals. So I'm going to investigate a little bit more on that. And hopefully tomorrow or this week, I'll have a more specific answer for you guys. But I just wanted to share with you like my thought process and how this is going on in my head and what my thoughts are about all of these things that I see on the internet and my goals. And, it's a whole mess in my head. It's a whole mess, but I think I'm on the right path. It's just that I need to investigate a little bit more. I need to do a lot more research and put in a lot more time into developing this plan that I'm going to follow. So, yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for being here. Third day in a row. I'm feeling good about this. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.